Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of 99 One at a Time. Today we're taking on a brand new skill after finishing up the last. If you've seen the last couple of uploads that I've been working on, you probably know which one it is. Let's get into it. After our last episode, we need to start in on a new skill. And I'm not sure if I remember telling you guys what I was thinking, but woodcutting is what we're going with today. So let's start by buying a couple of supplies. I only had a bronze axe, so of course we need to get a few upgrades. It would be nice if Bob's brilliant axes had a few higher tiers, but we can worry about that later. The very first tree that we cut down feels like it should be right next to the woodcutting tutor, so let's see. We'll get a couple of levels and then head on to some oaks. And just like that, 10 minutes later we got 5 woodcutting. We've got another level in the bag, and apparently steel axes come with level 6, not level 5. Strange. Pulling in level 10 woodcutting. Now we are also down one more inventory space for having an axe in there. For the sake of it, we're only going to hit you with every 5 levels so it doesn't sound like a counting simulator, or whenever something interesting happens, like getting the log canoe. Which is awesome because it unlocks a whole new transport system for us, and we have very few of those on this account. And there it is, everybody. Like a good 30 minutes later, we've got level 15 woodcutting. Let's go find an oak tree. There's actually one within my sight, how handy. And here's our new AFK location. Guarded well. So I gotta admit, I have definitely been doing this wrong, at least for the first 15 levels. I gotta get myself a forestry kit. We can't keep on going without getting the anima-infused bark. To be fair, I think you would still get it anyway if a forestry event spawned, but none have. So let's make sure we have a better chance of collecting the rewards when they come. And we've got a lot of these things to try to get through. And I might even break the knowledge right now, but you're not getting that lumberjack outfit, or at least the full one, until you're level 90 woodcutting, so you can get redwoods. And that's a long way to go. But hey, now that we look the part, we've got level 20 woodcutting to show for it. Level 25 woodcutting coming up super quick as well. And this is our first forestry event. The best forestry event that you could probably get too, so I'm super happy about that one. So here I am cutting wood in my own location for some oaks. And I've got a couple other woodcutters tucked around the corner doing their own grind. The beehive event happened to pop up, and I just thought to myself, maybe we could get a collection log slot or two. And then I basically had a heart attack when I was like, wait a minute, doesn't this give construction experience? And then I was relieved when I found out that no, as long as you don't have a house, you won't gain construction experience. Here, Wintertod, or Temperos. And we just earned ourselves another woodcutting location with level 30 woodcutting. Let's find some willow trees. And you might even notice these needy bastards in the back demanding haircuts, but I cannot do this event no matter what because it gives fleshing experience. Here we are, everybody, essentially the woodcutting guild. If you're not in the woodcutting guild, we have willows, maples, and some yew trees too. And while we're on the topic of events that I just can't do, this one is heartbreaking. I can't do this because it'll get me hunter experience, so I just have to watch the fox die. Yay. But if I have to watch it, so do you. Level 35 woodcutting actually unlocks quite a few things. Mostly just teak trees, but secular attachments and bees on a stick. I didn't even know bees on a stick were still here. There are very few of these forestry events I'm actually able to do, and the dryad is the best one. But let's go over what we can actually do when it comes to forestry events. The struggling sapling, nope, gives you farming experience. The ents, nope, those give you fletching experience. You can't do the poachers because they'll give you hunter experience, or the pheasants either. They will also give you hunter experience. Luckily though, we do have the beehive so long as we don't purchase a player-owned house, the flowering bush, roots, and ritual event. So we really got to capitalize on whenever these ones show up, because I tell you what, I've seen the pheasants way too many times. Level 40 woodcutting. Nothing really comes with this level, but it's a nice milestone. And if we're going to talk about milestones, we got a total level of 400 now. Dryad, I love you. And crazy enough, this event was more than enough to get us level 44 woodcutting. So these events are totally worth it to do, not just for the collection log slot. It's not a waste of time. But this is really the one I was waiting for. Hollow trees. No, I'm kidding. Maple trees. Literally just a quick hop and a skip over, but so much better experience. So this is the most tiny tempors I've ever seen in one place. Probably aside from temporas though. We just got ourselves level 50 woodcutting, and this unlocks one of my favorite trees, mahogany. Likely one of the most profitable trees to cut. Of course I click straight through it, but that's level 55 woodcutting. And there it is, level 60 woodcutting. We can now cut down some yew trees. And yes, this is where we're going to be staying for a very, very long time. Mainly because that's the hotspot for forestry events. I should, however, go to the Woodcutting Guild to get a new upgrade for our axe. We've been doing this with a steel axe the entire time. Sometimes you get really into the grind and you just don't think about it. But we definitely need to upgrade to the rune axe right now. And that's probably going to be the best we can get for a little while, because I don't think you can earn a dragon axe in a non-combat way. It's probably the only thing they should have actually added with forestry, but whatever. But with our new axe and our new level, we got to get to cutting some yew trees. And I have the rest of my accounts cutting these as well to give myself that forestry bonus. They're not going to be here forever, but once they leave, I'm definitely heading over to the forestry world in Sears. And with this slightly longer grind in mind, we've got 65 woodcutting. And it finally did the thing on 5 levels. We can unlock Siliasap mushrooms on Fossil Island too, if we ever unlock Fossil Island. 69 woodcutting. And now we're at the real woodcutting location. And we got 70 woodcutting to boot. I should probably show you guys. When it comes to woodcutting, there's not too much to unlock. I've got magic and redwood, and then the crystal axes as well. I've unlocked almost everything for forestry except for the sturdy harness, and that's it. Those 4 things are the only things that we have left to unlock, and then we have access to everything in the skill of woodcutting. But I'm still kind of getting ahead of myself. Redwood trees are so far away. We can't take one of those off the list right now. 71 woodcutting for crystal equipment, which we'll probably never get to use. We have been going for quite some time, and we've got a couple of rewards under our belt. The thing that would help us the most, though, is going to be the log basket. And let me just get that right now. For another new collection log, and we're not really gonna be able to green log forestry, unfortunately, but we can get pretty darn close. And for what I was saying about the lumberjack outfit earlier, 120 redwood logs just to get the shirt, but that's not the worst part. When you go over to the forestry outfit, they also need redwood logs, and basically every other log in existence. So it'll be pretty hard to green log this. But we clean up well with 75 woodcutting, and that knocks out 2 more things that we needed to unlock for the woodcutting skill. So we really only have redwood logs left over. Trying my best to prepare for the future though, we can get ourselves a couple of these Arctic pines. Luckily Jagex updated the game somewhat recently after forestry, and now we at least have Arctic pines on the shores of Relica. And it didn't take too long for us to earn just enough for some lumberjack boots. We can at least get 3 out of 4 pieces before we have to go cut a bunch of redwoods. I guess I lost the clip somewhere of me buying the lumberjack hat, but let's buy the pants to get 3 out of 4. And that's gonna be our maxed out lumberjack outfit for like 4th million experience. Redwood trees, last and only thing to unlock before we can start working towards the forestry outfit. But of course, the next round number to come up is going to be level 80 woodcutting. But I'll actually leave it here for just a few. Level 81 woodcutting. We've made a decent amount of progress, but there's a few things we gotta get done. Like Alfred Grimhand's bar crawl. We've got a couple of quests that we've been able to do for a while, and we haven't gotten to it yet for essentially no reason at all, and today's the day we're taking care of that. I got a list of at least 7 quests that we're taking care of, and mini quests count, so let's get it started. Children of the Sun is just one big cutscene. Cook's assistant for a quick 300 cooking experience. And wait a minute, I got the XP drop. Where's the quest oh, Gertrude's cat. And nice, we even got the best color cat. Little orange boy. All right, let's see it on the ground. You already have a follower. Where? My tiny temple. Okay, where did it go? What? All right, maybe if I just like change my area really quick. Go down the bank. Oh, wow. It didn't refresh. I figured, do I need to like leave the chunk? Is it stuck behind a rock or something? Have you guys ever actually lost your pet and don't know where it went? All right, logging back in just to see if this thing, oh, okay, yeah. Just relog, it was a visual glitch. Back to the quests we're available to do. Doric's quest is one of them, and it's one of the best quests with the best dialogue. Take the time to read it, even though I didn't. But we also get access to Doric's anvil, and I just always have to ask, who would use this thing? But aside from that, we've got Plague City done, and it gets us more mining experience, which is a little strange, but we did get a very fancy hat. Yet another mini quest to get out of the way because we have a decently leveled Slayer. We got Skippy and the Mogres done, and we can now get Mogres assigned as a Slayer task. But let's see if we can get this lamp. Nope, halfway through. The next quest on the list is Missile and Mysteries, and it gives you one crafting experience. Shit. Okay, so here's what I was thinking in my head. It was an old random event, and random events don't give you experience. So I just assumed it was just the 3 gems and a quest point. Oh, that's annoying. Now, well, obviously I need to finish woodcutting, so that's first thing on the agenda. But now I have to do crafting. Oh, dude, that's gonna be so bad. Especially since I can't make any jewelry. I can only cut gems because I don't have the smithing skill. Oh, God, okay. It's not the end of the world. But I tell you what, I absolutely have to punch something after that. And what better way to knock another quest out than to put Cumberland, the Lord of Dread, in his place. I can't even actually attack anyone without turning auto retaliate on and right back off for the experience saves. At least that was only for experience in the defense skill. But at least that's one more quest done. Goodness God, I am still steamy about that crafting experience. But hey, I know what'll cheer me up. A little party with an old friend. And this should actually complete the last quest we have available to us, everybody. Man, that was such a slap in the balls when I got that crafting experience. What would you guys do as far as what you would do for the series if you were in my shoes? Would you go straight into crafting, or would you say that was a mistake, go into smithing so that way you don't have millions of crafting experience sitting in the bank when you finally unlock smithing? I think I should probably have to go directly into crafting, but leave it down below. I want to hear your opinion. All right, everybody, I want just a little bit of dopamine after all of that, so I'm going to open up the few clue caskets that I've assembled. And hey, okay, a collection log. That's nice. I'll take that good hit of dopamine. Thank you. Might as well put it on, you know, look snazzy for a few minutes. Okay, the wooden shield G. I'm not 100% sure if that's worth literally anything, but I'll take it. And an amulet of magic. I already have one of those, but technically an upgrade. But I do like the hippie amulet a little bit better. But that's actually going to be it for me, everybody. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. And of course, let me know what you would do in my situation. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to dive headfirst into crafting when cutting gems and blowing glass is our literal only option. Try to have a great one, everybody.